Hello, Ray Phoenix here, and this is Wipeout 3 on the PS1. This is the last Wipeout game that was made by Psygnosis, where Psygnosis got bought out by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe and Studio Liverpool. They make Wipeout games now. They made pretty much every Wipeout game made since after 1999. This game came out. This is the third Wipeout game. It's actually the fourth Wipeout game, really, if you count all of them, really, including Wipeout 64. It's the third Wipeout game in the main series. This is also the first PS1 game I ever made a video with, using the PS1 emulator, the EPSXE emulator that my friend Arc9F50 got working for me on my Windows XP machine from 2006. Thank you very much, Arc9F50. I highly appreciate this. You deserve a Ray Phoenix Medal of Honor for this. Yes, if you're watching this video, which I don't know if you are or not, but you're great. If you're watching this video, you're great. So I'm playing as my favorite ship in the game, or one of my favorite ships in the game, where I'm racing through the course and going fast. This is Porto Coro, one of the easiest courses in the game. There's deflector shields, and they added deflector shields into this game, and other types of shields, and false walls, and other crazy things. It's far in the future. It's even further in the future in the other games. The first game was kind of set in a dystopian future around 2050. The next game was set around 2097 where things look better. And this game is set in some sort of utopia around 2110. I wonder what 2110 will actually be like. You can, of course, in this game, get eliminated in this game like you could in the second Wipeout. Sorry, the first Wipeout game you couldn't get eliminated in, but this game you can. This game also has the most amount of content for a Wipeout game, more content than the first two Wipeout games, which makes it a really big bang for your buck. It's really worth your time playing this game. I could totally see why my dad loved this game so much, and this is my dad's favorite Wipeout game. I actually kind of like Wipeout XL a bit more, mostly because I like the way it looked more and played and felt more. But this game's still pretty good. It has some really good music, which is copyright, so I can't actually show it to you. But, take my word, the music's really good. I'm using different music right now from another game, but yeah, so I got gold in that one, no surprise. I have one easy number of players, it's just me. Alright, so let's go to the Mega Mall next. Mega Mall, this is a track that has the killer loop in it. It's the killer loop or Mega Mall Spiral. I keep forgetting what it's called. But who cares? It's the same thing either way, doesn't matter what you call it. So the Mega Mall, guess what malls are like in the year 2110? I used to love going to malls when I was a kid. I know Chris Chan hates going to malls because, that's where the church cops come out and beat him up. But no, that never happens to me. Mall cops never really pick on me very much. I wonder what Paul Blart is like in 2110. Yeah, they should have totally put Paul Blart in this game, going after people in the future. They should make a movie about Paul Blart in the future. I bet it'd be better than that crappy Paul Blart 2 movie, which very so well sucked. The original Paul Blart's a masterpiece, but the sequel sucked, as we probably all know. And you see, this game is still beautifully designed. It's actually quite gray, actually. It's actually kind of bland in terms of colors and visual appeal than the first two games were. But it still looks pretty good. It's still very looks well. And the autopilot in this game sucks. It actually slows you down. It actually hinders your progress. It makes you lose. It's not overpowered at all like it was in Wipeout XL. But overall, again, I keep saying this game's really awesome. It really looks good on my screen, on my Dell computer screen for my Dell Dimension 9150 from 2006. It actually plays and handles quite well. I play this game on a keyboard because this game's simple enough to play on a keyboard. So yeah, I am playing it on a keyboard, and it's actually playing quite well. I haven't actually got a proper PS1 controller for PC yet. And my PS1 emulator completely rejects N64 control, the N64-like PC controller that I have, which is more intended for playing N64 ROMs. This game may not be better than Wipeout 64. Wipeout 64 is pretty good too. But this game's still, again, I keep saying, this game's really good. I have some fond memories of playing this game with my dad. And I remember when my dad bought this exact copy that I still play on, because I own a physical copy of this game, and I'm playing the emulator ROM of it. I own an exact actual copy of this game. So my dad bought it at Blockbuster back in 2000. Yeah, I remember going with my dad back to 2000 to Blockbuster. I remember seeing N64 stuff there thinking, cool, can we get an N64? And Dad's like, no, we're sticking with PlayStation. It'll be 11 more years before I got an N64 after that. Yeah, I remember going to Blockbuster in 2000 and seeing PS1 and N64 stuff there. I miss Blockbuster. Remember Blockbuster? Yeah, that place was awesome. That place was a lot of fun. I used to love going there to look at videos. Yeah, back when movies actually were on VHS. Yeah, I remember VHS movies. Those are cool. Some people thought DVDs would never win over VHS. Nothing could replace the iconic and classic VHS. DVDs are just some kind of fad. Something that gets scratched up easy and doesn't work anymore. That doesn't happen to VHS tapes. Well, actually, of course, VHS tapes, because the VHS tapes break and they break your player too. And then they also, and they're not necessarily more durable, but I definitely see my DVD eventually beat VHS. I still have a few VCRs, actually. I still have quite a bunch of movies on VHS, actually. I should make a video of that, maybe. A VHS collection. I think that'd be pretty. I think I'd like to see it. I'll make it star Saki the Sock Puppet. Yeah, I'm sure everyone would like to watch Saki the Sock Puppet. I'm sure everyone would like to watch Saki the Sock Puppet. Go for VHS tapes and look at VHS movies, VHS stuff. I'm sure fans of Saki would like to watch that. That is if you like Saki, because not everyone likes Saki the Sock Puppet. I'm sure my arch rival Tammy Newborn doesn't like Saki the Sock Puppet that much. Yeah. And this exact emulator I'm using is designed mostly for Windows XP, which I think Windows XP is the greatest operating system ever. Come on, it has the iconic sounds, the iconic look and feel to it. It pretty much was what the future should have been like in the 2000s, that is nowadays. And Windows 10, I think, is very dull and bland compared to Windows XP. Not that I have anything against Windows 10. Windows 10 is pretty good, but Windows XP, I think, is better. And it definitely was an improvement over some of the stuff seen in Windows 95, Windows 98. It's definitely better than the overly flawed Windows ME. So Windows XP is really good. I already made a video that praised Windows XP and how great it was. Windows XP was a legendary classic that should be remembered for generations to come. And if more people like it, maybe they'll bring it back someday. Maybe they'll make some kind of new skin thing for Windows 10 to make it look more like Windows XP. I already tried doing this with my Windows 10 PC to make it look more like Windows XP. I use the Azul wallpaper from Windows XP. It's the tropical wallpaper, one of the palm trees from Windows XP. I made that my wallpaper on my Windows 10 computer. And on my Windows XP computer, I use the default stock Windows 10 wallpaper, the one with the Windows logo, and it looks like light's coming through and it's blue. You know what I'm talking about, that one? Yeah. I made that my wallpaper on Windows XP. Kind of funny, that is. Very ironic, actually. Oh, the irony. I love irony so much. Using a false wall there. Sometimes false walls work to your disadvantage. If you throw one in a certain way, and then one of the ships runs into it, the ship bounces back off, it could hit you, and they could throw you off too. Which isn't necessarily a good idea. This is also one of the best racing games in the PS1. The Wipeout games are the best racing games in the PS1. There's some other good racing games in the PS1 too, like Crash Team Racing and Speed Punks. Speed Punks is really good. Speed Punks is an underrated classic that I quite enjoy. I already made a video of that game on YouTube over a year ago, but yeah, I really like Speed Punks. And then there was, what else was there? There was NASCAR Rumble. I never actually had the full game of NASCAR Rumble. There was R4 Ridge Racer Type 4, which was very awesome. There was Gran Turismo 2, which was really good. And yeah, the PS1 had a lot of the best racing games, heck, to think of it now. And a lot of some of the other best games. The PS1 is my favorite video gaming system ever, actually. I like its large library of games. It's some of the best games imaginable. One of the greatest, largest libraries of games. Much rivals that of other systems have great libraries like the original NES, the Sega Genesis, even the Atari 2600. So now, see, we're kind of in an industrialized looking part. This is what a lot of Wipeout 3 looks like. A lot of Wipeout 3 is all gray and industrial looking, like we see here. And there's still ads for things, products that won't exist until far into the future. You're not going to see any ads for real products in these games. You're not going to see any Coke or Pepsi ads. You know, Coke or Pepsi, or as I like to think of them as liquid cancer, because that's pretty much what those things are. Liquid cancer. Or stuff that's going to give you cancer, or stuff that's going to give you some kind of disease or something like that in the future. Stuff that's going to give you skin cancer or skin rashes or diaper rashes or other kinds of funny things that haven't even been invented, haven't even been discovered yet. You know, like we have that new cream that we put on ourselves that makes ourselves immune to sunlight and harmful radiation beams, and we end up growing two heads because of it, because it's, you know, radioactive. You know, sometimes you apply radioactive stuff to your skin. Eventually, maybe we'll grow immune to radiation someday, so we become completely immune to radioactive things, radioactive products, and other things like that. So you see, it also looks like there might be some businesses there. You see the scuff sides of like buildings there. Maybe some businesses, some there. I would like to work in a business in this place. I'm not even sure what part of the world's in, because Wipeout 3 completely abandoned the whole world tour thing. That was in the first two games. Like in the first Wipeout game, it's that you travel around the world, you race in various different places in the world. Wipeout XL had that too. This game abandoned that. Wipeout Fusion brought it back, and in Wipeout Fusion, In Wipeout Fusion, it actually shows you specifically where in the world you are racing, which is pretty cool. Instead of just saying the land you're racing in the United States, it actually becomes more specific and says you're racing in Nevada. This is Ray Phoenix signing out.